guys, I'm Sdanwolf. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to my little post Planet Coaster 2 break. There was like, all of the work that you're gonna see and that we're gonna showcase today has basically been done in the last 48 hours. I have definitely hit a little bit of a creative block right in the middle of this project, but kind of understandable. We went pretty hard. We went, a hardcore 2 months in a row on Wilderness Springs, and I think I just kind of burnt myself out a little bit. But coming back with this little bit of a volcano type idea has really got the creative juices flowing again. I feel kind of peeled off, worked in the lobby a little bit, worked on this first step down area, got the lazy river started. I know you guys aren't gonna believe this. I literally did this like from Friday evening. I just kind of made myself jump in, and I always advocate against that because you're more likely to force ideas. Particularly in the YouTube world, if you force yourself to jump in and play, it's gonna come out like crap. It's just a lot of times that's just how it goes down. But this time I was like, let's just jump in. Let's mess with the golf course a little bit, see how that goes. I actually found a pretty cool way to make the golf course greens that I'll show you here in a little bit when we jump into the real time. But no, it was just like, it was just weird. It was like, I don't even feel like, I wasn't even really playing a whole lot of other games either, but particularly with Planet Coaster 2, I'm like, I don't even feel like sitting down there and doing that right now. Jumped into City Skylines for a little bit, really having some good fun in Prehistoric Kingdom as well. I actually got a little entrance build and a cave bear build out, and I forgot how, I hadn't checked in on that game in a while, and that new update they just put out, that is a stellar little update. Don't forget, if you're any type of fan of Planet Zoo, but you want like that Jurassic World, like what I always call Prehistoric Kingdom is like what we wanted Jurassic World Evolution to be. More piece by piece dinosaur, Planet Zoo with dinosaur type deal. I know a lot of you may not have wanted that, but I wanted that. But yeah, jumped into that for a little bit, and then we got a big snowstorm Friday evening, and I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna go down there. Let me just go and try a lazy river. That's how, because you're gonna obviously with the giant volcano, we're deviating very heavily from aulani at this point in the project, but not deviating to it too bad from the beginning of this little build was this lazy river. This is kind of what is right at the tip of aulani's main lobby. When you come out, you're looking out kind of over and down onto the lazy river. So we kept true with that little spirit, and this kind of helped me just a little bit. I was like, we might be able to make this work. And then, kind of dabbled with it a little bit on Friday evening, and then Saturday morning, Casey got up, like we were snowed in, nowhere to go. It was bad for us. Like here, 2 or 3 inches of snow can close everything down. That's just how it is here. We're not used to a lot of snow. We just don't get it a lot. Like we get our 1 or 2, maybe 3 big snows a year, and it's like a big deal. We just don't see it a lot, and that's what happened. So Saturday morning, Casey got up, made us a big breakfast, and I said, okay, I'm gonna go downstairs. I am going to try to get myself out of this Planet Coaster funk I'm in. And she's like, you haven't been playing? I'm like, no, I've just been sitting down here watching YouTube videos, and I played a little bit of Fortnite with my cousins and stuff. Like I said, jumped into City Skylines, Prehistoric Kingdom, but nothing like serious, content creation, anything like that. Well, Saturday morning I come down and I was looking at my volcano blueprint that, a lot of you guys had mentioned, hey, why don't you put a giant volcano in the in the water park, like, you know, like Volcano Bay. And at first I was like, you know, I don't know if I really want to do that though, because this park, I think it's traveling so like methodically with Aulani. A giant volcano in the middle of the park almost seems a little immature. Like this water park and this resort is supposed to be a little more mature than a giant fake volcano in the middle of the park. Well, you know, I got the blueprint out. I don't even know if I filmed it. I might have already stopped recording by the time I even put the waterfall or the volcano down. I put that down, guys, and I was so like apprehensive about it. I was like, you know, why am I even doing this? Why am I even trying? Well, this is stupid. Put it down, kind of moved it around a little bit, dropped it, like actually put it in place, come back out to the front of the lobby area and looked at it, and I'm like, oh, we're doing this, aren't we? Like from the moment I plopped it down, there was no more second guessing. I'm like, all right, here is where we pivot away from Aulani, you know, as we know it. And this is kind of where we're going to make this resort kind of its own, make it stand on its own. And that is, I never looked back from Saturday morning until like an hour and a half ago. I was still in here just tinkering on this. And I am just, I'm so glad I didn't let myself talk myself out of doing this volcano. I honestly, not to sound over dramatic, but I think it saved this project. I honestly think this was almost getting to a point where I was like, guys, what else do you want me to work on? Do you want to start on a theme park? What else do you want to see? I'm not feeling Aulani, right? I mean, I'm not feeling Kama'aina right now. What else would you like me to do? Let's put this on hold. Let's come in and start something else. 1000% glad I didn't do that. Like I tell you guys all the time, sometimes you have to give it time to breathe and see your way through. And that's exactly what we did. And I think once we get to the real time here and you see kind of what I put together, like I didn't even do a lot, apologies, I didn't do a lot of time lapse for what you're about to see. Just for the simple fact that I was just, you know, I didn't even know if I was going to stick with this idea at first. And, you know, I like I said, I'm not a huge time lapse person. I'm trying to get better at it, particularly with, you know, this last month or so. And I know you guys like to jump in here and see the process, but yeah, it was just, the volcano turned everything around. And, you know, also too, in the middle of my slump, with Frontier has kind of went into dark mode, and a lot of people said, yeah, but do you think that's just because everybody's been gone for the holidays? And I do. You know, I think everybody was pretty much probably gone until they probably started coming back last week. As a matter of fact, this week coming up will probably be the first full, everybody hands on deck, we're back, we're developing. But I also think it probably, the emotional immaturity from a large section of the community probably doesn't help our case with them going dark. They really can't almost put anything out now without like being totally dogged, like with whatever they put out, like with just, you know, questions and rants from people. So, you know, I don't think that is kind of helping our information situation. So Frontier has went into dark mode, and I think it's probably a little bit of both. When people ask me, I say a little bit of both. The community feedback, I think they grossly miscalculated what they thought that first DLC so soon was going to do, and a combination with rolling up on the holidays, and they most likely haven't been in the studio in 2 weeks. So long story short, I think probably in the next 2 weeks, I would say by the end of the month, because we're already almost halfway to January, I think a lot more info is going to start coming out, purely from the standpoint of they're just back in the office now. So yeah, you know, I think it's probably a little bit of a combination. But anyways, guys, let's jump in and I will show you kind of where the waterfall sits, what's been happening, what I've tried, and what has kind of gotten me back into the flow of things with this whole project and not wanting to abandon it. And yeah, let's just, like I said, apologize for the short time lapse. I know it's like probably only 11 or 12 minutes by the time we get this done. This is me getting the parking lot ready for what's going to be the golf clubhouse. But I was all over the place. I wasn't in a good headspace going into this. But now I think we're kind of back into the flow of things. So let's jump over to the real time. It's going to be a big skip from what you're seeing, but let me let you check out where we are as of today. All right, guys, this is what we look like as of right now. And I think this has, I mean, don't you think this has so much more presence down there now? And we've got the waterfalls coming out of it. One of my buddies on here said we need to do one of those drop slides that, like, you know, kind of comes down and goes inside the volcano and shoots out over towards the other part of the water park. And, you know, that's what I was going to tell you too, as far as the water park goes. The water park section is more so going to peel off this way and kind of, you know, it's going to fill out over here, whereas the golf course is going to take up you know, that side of the beach and that whole side of the resort. So yeah, and also too, I didn't even show you, I started working on the front desk inside the hotel as well. So look at this. First of all, look at this presentation of the volcano right when you walk in. Could you imagine, like, the kids and, I mean, like, even me, like, I would like push Emma out of the way. Watch out. Just to go back there and catch a view of the waterfall, like right when, like, you've not even dropped your bags off yet. Like, you've not even been to the room and you already have like all of this kinetic energy going on around you. And over here is where you'll walk up and check in. Kama'aina, a wilderness resort and spa. So this is the little front desk area, which I'm still going to work on a little bit. This is kind of just what I wanted to get a little bit of story going in here. And over here is the first little set of elevators that's going to take you, you know, to the towers on the left-hand side of the resort, obviously. So you'll go through there, and that's like a little elevator lobby. And there'll be over here as well, there'll be another little entranceway that takes you to those towers. I was even thinking about it would be pretty cool if I could get in here and do, like, maybe even in this little corner, some kind of little, like an implied aquarium, like, you know, a big cylinder or some kind of aquarium in here. I was thinking could be really, really cool. We've got the glass in right here. One of you guys said we should do a glass section of the roof just to let some natural light in. Just to kind of go with those, you know, natural vibes of the resort. And yeah, like even when you're, let's see when you first notice it on the drive up. So you're pulling into the resort. This would probably be car level. I mean, look, you can kind of see it peeking through the trees right there. Oh yeah, once you're here, you're full on. You are in full vision of the volcano right until you're about ready to pull up. And this is where you'll pull up and unload and come in here to get checked in. Yeah, this is, like I said, I think I hate how the water only generates once you're so close. Like, see, once you're back here, the water stops. So might probably something to do with frames and optimization or something. But yeah, so and down here we've kind of got our little wave pool. I've got a bunch of, this is like really the first pool you'll encounter at the resort. Got a bunch of little lounge chairs down here. Got some foliage and trees. You've got the lazy river that kind of winds its way in through here. Got to fix that little paint right there. And it's all enclosed. So yeah, it's gonna be really fun when we get the actual guests in here just to see them using the lazy river, or some of them going over here to the, you know, to the actual big pool, the big wave pool. But check this out. I have got another way for you to get to the beach if you don't want to take the boardwalk, and that is via this massive grotto. So the volcano is going to house a pool inside of it that you can swim through and make your way out to the beach. So see, you know, we're going to get it all, you know, proper and trimmed up. But yeah, you do not have to take the path around to what's eventually going to be the beach area. If you make your way underneath the waterfall, you can swim over to the beach right from the wave pool. Just, I love these shots, like right here. Like, how cool would that be? Just to, you know, the only thing is, I know a lot of you guys are going to say, yeah, but you kind of killed the ocean view. But, you know, with the way we kind of had to do this map, I don't think that's a terrible thing. And I think the whole presence of the waterfall kind of here with the towers, it's just, I think it makes it worth it. Like, let's see if we can get, yeah, like here's a little balcony view. Like if you woke up and you wanted to see how busy the lazy river is, kind of come over here and just have your coffee, look out at the volcano, see how busy the pool is, and just kind of like, you know, just look over the whole front part of the resort. I just, like I said, it's just something about the volcano that I was really against it at first. And then I just, you know, I said, let's just give it a try. Over here is where I'm talking. This little area right here will be for the front of the country club. So that'll have a, you know, it'll kind of match the aesthetic of the main resort, and you'll be able to pull up here and kind of park and get ready for your round. And that's what I was going to show you as well. As far as these little greens go, I figured out a little way to use the line build, or the draw tool. And let's see if we go to this and make it, I think I've been doing that kind of green. Just do a little green out here. And there you go. We've got believable greens for the golf course. I just found a little flag in the scenery options, but this is a cool little shot, like you're sitting here putting, but the resort is kind of off in the background. Very, very cool. And also, too, for my console guys, I am leaving this open for right now because I am trying to go in and I'm getting rid of any pieces that are unnecessary that are going to be hidden, just to kind of help with your all's piece count. So by the time, hopefully by the time this hits the workshop, because, you know, this is going to be covered with the rooms and the glass, I'm going to get rid of every little extra piece that I can that would hinder your piece count. So, yeah, see, some of this stuff, the way I've got it connected, I might have to go in and mess with it a little bit, but I want to try to make it to where there aren't a bunch of unnecessary pieces that no one's ever going to see, could be affecting your all's count. So, like I said, I will try to optimize the buildings best I can. I don't even know. One of you guys, if any, I know my buddy Jan BK is on console. Maybe he can drop me a note and let me know kind of what the percentage is on console right now for this park. Because it is, you know, it's definitely not Wilderness Springs level, but still pretty detailed. So I don't know how hard up this would be hitting you guys right now. as far as our console buddies go. But yeah, like I said, I really want to kind of maybe try a little aquarium idea. I think that could be really cool. Maybe use Leaf's idea with the little fish, make it look like they're actually swimming. Definitely I'm going to need to do that when we move over here and do like the natural snorkeling area that I said that we needed to try. So kind of need to get practicing on that, and you know, kind of seeing what we can make happen. But yeah, that is my that's my update, guys. I know it's not a massive one, but as I mentioned, I just started really playing again 2 days ago. So I had taken a little Planet Coaster 2 break. I don't know if I'm fully back from the break, but I'm definitely more, I'm 100% more into this now than I was a week ago. Like, I think this project is back for me. Like, I'm really digging how this is coming out, and I think I owe the waterfall or the volcano design for that. So anyways, guys, I'll go ahead and jump on out of here. Let me know what you think about this update. Let me know, be honest, what do you think about the volcano? Do you think it was too over the top for this resort, or do you think it kind of gives it its own little identity, and you are happy to see the volcano? So anyways, I'll jump on out of here.